Hello, grade 6. It's Miss Hafisah here. Welcome to your English language lesson for the month of August. We are going to be learning about clauses and phrases. Don't panic. We can do hard things. It is hard for me, but we're gonna do it. And you guys are going to be a part of this lesson. What are phrases and clauses? Phrases and clauses are groups of words. However, with phrases, we see a group of words that may have a verb without a subject performing the verb. Okay? For example, leaving behind the dog. What? Who left the dog behind? We don't know. Broken into pieces. Huh? What broke into pieces? Do you guys know? We don't know. Now let's move on to clauses. Clauses are groups of words, but in these words we can see a verb plus a subject performing the verb. Okay, or performing the action, all right? And we have two different kinds of clauses. Now, when you see a clause, you ask yourself, is this clause dependent or independent? Let's look at these two examples. He enjoys rice and fish. When we look at this first sentence, we see the pronoun, okay? And we see the verb. So we already see and know who is performing the action, which is enjoys. All right? Who enjoys fish and rice? He. All right? So that means this group of words forms a complete sentence, and it stands on its own and doesn't need any help. Okay? So, we can repeat it and form a complete sentence. Let's do it. He enjoys rice and fish. When we read this sentence, he enjoys rice and fish, to us it sounds complete, okay? So that means this clause is independent, okay? Let's take a look at the next example of a clause. When she smiled at me. Do you realize that something is missing? I kind of feel like something had to come here before the subordinate conjunction. So we call this kind of sentence a dependent clause because yes, it has a pronoun and it has a verb, okay? But it has a subordinate conjunction in front of the clause. All right? So we call this kind of a sentence a DC, dependent clause. Grade 6, now that we know that this clause is dependent, let's help it form a complete sentence. When she smiled at me. So, we're going to create a sentence. So that means we have to have another clause to help this clause make a complete sentence. So, this is what I'm thinking about. I felt flattered when she smiled at me. Now, we have helped our dependent clause form a complete sentence. Grade 6. Now that we know that this clause is dependent, let's help it form a complete sentence. So what does that mean? It means we have to think of another clause that we can join with this one to make a complete sentence. So I'm going to say, I felt flattered when she smiled at me. I felt flattered when she smiled at me is a complete sentence. I hope you guys have learned something in this lesson. And now I know that you guys can practice using complete sentences rather than phrases alone and clauses alone. You can do hard things. Grade 6, it's homework time. This is your first assignment. It is easy peasy. All you have to do is to either write P, D, or I in the spaces provided. You read instructions and you'll know what exactly you're supposed to write. Here's your next assignment. You're going to cut out all these cards and you create task cards. The instructions are there for you how you can complete this assignment. Like I said, you can do hard things. Good luck.